2 years ago, I was trapped in a cycle of reactive emotions that kept manifesting exactly what I didn't want. Then I discovered this one fundamental truth about emotional mastery that changed everything. And today, I'm going to show you the exact system that will help you take control of your emotional frequency so that you can bend reality to your will. And before you think that this is just another manifestation video, it's not. This is about understanding the one thing that's actually controlling your entire reality without you even realizing it. But here's the thing. Most people think they are in control of their emotions. But let me ask you something. When was the last time something small, something very, very small, completely ruined your day? Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, or your partner said something that triggered you before you went to work. Or that promotion that you were counting on. Jane got it. See, what most people don't realize is that these reactions aren't random. They are part of what I call your emotional frequency blueprint. And right now, that blueprint is probably working against you. The worst part is that the spiritual community has got you focusing on all the wrong things. They got you doing techniques and methods without addressing the root cause of why your manifestations aren't working. Now, before one of them actually comes at me saying, emotions are just an illusion, or whatever nonsense, I want to break this down for you. And write this down because this is going to be high level. Your emotions aren't just feelings. Broken down, they are energy in motion. Emotion, energy in motion. Write that down. And here's what most people don't understand about emotions. They are simply like radio signals. Okay? You are constantly broadcasting to the universe. That's what they are. But unlike a radio, you can't just switch it off. Trust me, I have tried. Even those spiritual people telling you to just be positive. You know what I mean? Change your thoughts to something positive. They are still broadcasting a frequency of suppression, suppressing that emotion that they're trying to run away from. I made that in another video. I want to give you an example. When you're trying to manifest something, let's say money, and you are doing all the right things, you're saying your affirmations, you've got your vision board next to your office, you're even burning sage or whatever. But then, a bill comes in, and boom, instant anxiety. That is your emotional frequency blueprint taken over. Or simply your baseline emotional frequency. Now, here's the thing with that anxiety. It's not just a feeling. It's literally altering the electromagnetic field of your heart. Now, scientists have actually proven that your heart's electromagnetic field is about 60 to 100 times stronger than your brain's. Let that sink in. Because sometimes the best lessons about emotional mastery comes from understanding how not to let your emotions control you. But let's break this down, because there are 3 levels to this. First is your default frequency, right? What are you broadcasting 90% of the time without even realizing it? It's like your emotional screensaver, the state you always return to. Okay? Listen carefully. When you are not actively trying to create or manifest conscious creation, when you go on autopilot, right? That's what I'm talking about. What is that natural state that you always go on? Next one is your trigger points. Now, there are specific situations that instantly knock you out of your desired frequency. And trust me, your old frequency knows exactly how to push your buttons. It's like having the cheat code to your emotional state, okay? That's how well it knows you. The next one is your resistance patterns. And this is how you fight against unwanted emotions, okay? Which, plot twist, actually makes them stronger. It's like trying to push a beach ball underwater or of a swimming pool or a beach. The harder you push, the harder it's gonna, shoot back up. But here's where it gets interesting. And I'm about to give you something that my clients usually get, so make sure you're paying attention. There is 3 steps to reprogram your emotional frequency. Step 1 is a simple audit, okay? Audit your emotion. You need to know what frequency you're actually operating at. And most people skip this part because it's like think positive. And that's why they say stuck, because they're just trying to avoid this. Here's what you do. For the next 24 hours, I want you to track every time your emotional state changes. Okay? But here's the key. Don't just write down what happened. Write what you believed about what happened. That's probably something new. Okay, let me give you an example just to like really hit this home for you. If someone doesn't text you back and you get anxious, right? The real belief isn't that they're ignoring you. The real belief is, I'm not important enough for this person. Do you see the difference? To get to that belief, simply ask, why did this trigger me? One is surface level, the other is your actual frequency. Step 2, the pattern break. Now this is where most people mess up. They try to force positive emotions when they are feeling not so positive. That's like trying to play Mozart on a broken piano. It's not happening. Instead, here's what you should do. The moment you feel that lower frequency emotion coming, that anxiety, that frustration, worry, I want you to ask yourself one question. Would someone in my desired reality react this way? Simple as that. Step 3 is the frequency lock. And this is the game changer right here, so pay attention. Once you've identified your frequency and broken the pattern down, you need to lock in to a new frequency. Here's how. Instead of trying to feel good about everything, you need to become emotionally sovereign. That means your emotional state is no longer dependent on external circumstances. The first step is getting into a neutral state. Just breathe until you feel nothing. It's like when you flip a switch, right? Do you hope the light comes on? Do you pray for it? No, you just know it's coming on. That's the level of emotional certainty you need to cultivate. To embody and cultivate this, you simply need to just practice feeling that elevated emotion every single day until you become those emotions. Remember, the autopilot emotion is now going to become that. It's as simple as that. Now, let me tell you about the 3 things that will pull you out of this new frequency. This is so important. The old version of you. Oh, I'm such a fan of that guy, right? The old frequency is like your clingy ex. It doesn't want to let go of you. It's going to try to trigger you back into old patterns. Next one. The collective frequency. Society wants you to stay in its frequency. Why do you think most people operate at the same emotional level? That is not a coincidence. Everyone's stressed out, so anxious these days. Think about that. The next is the frequency check. The universe is going to check if you are really who you say you are. It's going to check you if you are in your new frequency. Those things that might seem to be getting worse before it gets better. Okay? Remember, that's not the universe punishing you. It's checking if you are really about who you say you are and about your new life. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It sounds good, but will it actually work? Well, it's not theory. This is simplicity. Simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. I'm making it as simple as possible. But here's what's really important, and I need you to hear this. Emotional frequency isn't just about affecting your manifestations. It's affecting every single aspect of your life, of your reality. Relationships, your money, your health, everything. And until you master this, you'll keep creating reality the same over and over again. All these spiritual teachers telling you to just raise your vibration while they can't even pay their rent or can't even find love. I don't want that for you. This is practical spiritual science, and this is about real results. Now, if you got value from this video, then please share your notes in the comments. I want to see if this resonates with you and what is resonating with you as well. And if you would like to work with me to see where all your unconscious beliefs are, so you can easily create from your desired reality, link is in the description. If you also want to master your emotions and operate from a new baseline frequency of emotions, that's what I help my clients do as well. Now, the truth is, this is the most important part. Start your frequency audit today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, right after this video. Because the truth is, your emotional frequency is creating your reality, whether you are conscious of it or not. You can either master it or it will master you.